You're watching the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I'm Harrison Graham. It is time to hop into a mailbag here on today's show. Hashtag Chiefs Super Chat to get your questions answered, and we will answer as many as we can. Garrick Grogan asks a question. Justyn Ross, is he going to make the team? I hope so. I'd love to see him make the team. Now, the wide receiver room is deep. It is crowded. It is not going to be easy for him to make it, but we know the talent is there. Going back all the way to 2018, his freshman year at Clemson, we know the raw talent is there. He was one of the best receivers in college football as an 18-year-old. And he was good in 2019 as well. But injuries after that derailed him. Obviously, he had that spinal injury, which was concerning to the point where 28 out of 32 teams did not deem him medically cleared for last year's NFL draft. The Chiefs were one of four that did clear him, which is why they signed him afterwards. He looks good. He seems to be healthy right now. Patrick Mahomes reportedly trusts him, according to Andy Reid. So we'll see. I think he's got a shot. Obviously, it's a big offseason for him. Ivan Sahogan, heard Chiefs made an offer to D-Hop. Is this true? As we're filming this right now, I have not seen that, Ivan. That does not mean it has not happened. I think the Chiefs have some interest. I think it comes down to money. It comes down to moving some cap space around. It comes down to what D-Hop wants. So certainly a lot of things at play when it comes to DeAndre Hopkins. Continue to load up those questions here on the Chiefs Report, hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat, and we will get those questions in here on the show. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel. Want more Chiefs mailbags? Want more news, rumors, trade buzz, everything else, OTAs, minicamp coverage, which we've had for you guys? Go ahead and subscribe today. We will not let you down. We will continue to plug out videos on a daily basis. Mo Money, Mo Problem says, could Kansas City bring back Melvin Ingram? It's an interesting one. Melvin Ingram, who got traded to the Chiefs, was it traded or was it a midseason sign? I can't remember. They picked him up in 2021. He played pretty well, and there was a lot of buzz that they were going to re-sign him last year, but he ended up signing with the Miami Dolphins instead and had 6 sacks last year. Played pretty well down in Miami. Now, I've always thought he's a better fit in a 3-4 scheme, but that doesn't mean he can't play at a 4-3. I definitely think he could come in here, be a situational rusher. That's kind of what we've talked about with all of these free agent edge rushers, right? Like, probably not going to be a starter here on this defensive line, but can be a guy that rotates and has a pretty big role. So we'll see if Melvin Ingram could be a candidate to sign with the Chiefs or if he's someone that ends up elsewhere. What do you guys think, though? Should the Chiefs sign Melvin Ingram? Type S for sign, or you can type P for pass. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be reading them. So let me know, S for sign or P for pass. Chiefs 95, go Chiefs. Can the Chiefs rookie tackle fill in for tackle next to Chris Johnson? I am a little confused by this. Can the Chiefs rookie tackle fill in for tackle? I think you mean Chris Jones. So if you're talking about Chris Jones and you're talking about Keandre Coburn, the rookie defensive tackle, I'm just going to assume that's where you're going here. I think Keandre Coburn will have a role. I don't think he'll be a starter, at least not right away, but Derek Nottie kind of struggled in 2022, so Coburn will have his opportunities to have a role on this team. He's more of a nose tackle, so he would play in that 1-tech spot next to Chris Jones, who's obviously the 3-tech on this team. So we'll have to see how this defensive line kind of rotation looks, but I do think Coburn could be a good player and could be a guy that has a Colin Saunders type of impact. Jerome Bunkers next up. How many picks will Trent McDuffie have in 2023? I'm going to say 3. Give me 3 picks. 3 interceptions for McDuffie. I would certainly like to see that for the Chiefs' second-year corner. He's one of my top breakout candidates for 2023. From Vocan, word on the street regarding the development of the offensive line outside the usual suspects. I mean, look, the starting 5 is kind of set. Donovan Smith is going to be your left tackle, barring something unforeseen. Jawan Taylor at right, and the interior the interior offensive line is set with Creed Humphrey at center, Joe Tooney at left guard, and Trey Smith at right guard. So We'll see. Beyond that, not a lot of chatter on Wanya Morris just yet. I've heard nothing about Lucas Niang. So, yeah, I don't really have anything new to report on the backup guys. Something I do want to share with you, though, is we have a great deal right now. 40% off the Chiefs t-shirt and shorts combo, chatsports.com/Chiefs combo. Pick this up today. Normally, it's $60. Right now, it's $35.99. So, limited time offer, 40% off. Go ahead and get a new t-shirt and shorts right now. Raymond Dukes. Should the Chiefs sign Kareem Hunt? I just think that ship has sailed. Number one, you don't really need another running back. I guess if you shipped out Clyde Edwards-Helaire and signed Kareem Hunt, that could make sense, but he's still going to be, RB3 here behind Pacheco and McKinnon, so I just don't see him ever being a Chief again. Steve Anthony, Bob Sanders, if Chase Young became available, would you trade for him? I mean, I'd be interested. I think he could benefit from a change of scenery and get a restart. Would he be a starter here? He probably would not, honestly. So that would be interesting. It would be interesting to see how much it would cost. I mean, I'm not giving up a first-round pick for him. Third, fourth? I'd give it for sure a fourth. I don't think a first. I don't think a second. But maybe a third, especially if it would probably be in the 90s, assuming the Chiefs have another deep playoff run. Should the Chiefs trade for Chase Young? What do you guys think on this one? Type T for trade or P for pass? I have some interest, but it depends on cost. The Bearded Gamer, good depth, greater than one superstar talent at wide receiver. Do you agree? I mean, I'd rather have 5 good receivers than one superstar, but, I don't know where that line is crossed. Like, would you rather have 3 good receivers or one superstar? I don't know. The Chiefs do have good depth at receiver, and they went with that strategy last year, and it worked out really well, but you can also have good depth and have a number one. Like, the Chiefs could get DeAndre Hopkins without killing their depth. He would just be adding to it, so that's how I would answer that. HFA Recon, is there a chance Willie Gay gets traded after this season if he doesn't improve? Well, he's set to be a free agent after this year, so they wouldn't be able to trade him unless they franchise tag and traded him that way. But I think the better question is, would they let him go if he doesn't improve? And the answer is potentially, especially if they intend on paying Nick Bolton. It's unlikely that they would pay 2 linebackers, so they'd probably I think Bolton certainly has the edge there. But if Gay has a huge year, then maybe he's got a chance to stick around. Christopher Huff, do you agree with Nick Wright, who claims D-Hop would be a detriment to the development of our receiver room? I don't really agree with that. And by the way, and beyond that, like, I'm trying to win Super Bowls. I think D-Hop helps you do that. Like, you add DeAndre Hopkins to this room. Yeah, maybe Rashee Rice has a smaller role as a rookie. So what? Like, he can get going in year 2. I just think it's a bad take by Nick Wright, who, sometimes has good takes like all of us, sometimes has bad takes like we all do. I just happen to disagree with this one. Super chat from I'm DeBrown. What Chicago Bear would you like to see on the Chiefs? DJ Moore. He'd be a fun receiver with Patrick Mahomes. But, yeah, I mean, there's probably not many. The Chiefs have a much better roster than the Bears right now. So there's a reason they're defending Super Bowl champs. All right, appreciate all the questions here on the mailbag. If you have any more questions or just want to catch up with what I'm doing in my life, you can hit me up on social media. Give me a follow at HGramNFL on Instagram and on Twitter. That's where you can find me on social. Hit me up over there at HGramNFL on social media.